Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our very last new moon gathering for 2023. And I hope you are all in a very good place, even though life becomes quite frantic at this time of year with so much to do. And that's why I'd like to specifically thank you all for turning up this evening, because I know you've got a lot on at this time of year. So thank you very much. And before we go further, I'd like to actually thank Siobhan for making all this possible, as well as providing her crystal bowls and her frequencies, her healing frequencies. She also uses her technical expertise to set up the studio here, without which I wouldn't be able to do it. So a special thank you to Siobhan.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so here we are at the end of 2023, and I think we've done very well, as it's been a very challenging year, particularly the last few months. But we are now beginning to shift the energy, and we're going in a slightly different direction. The new moon's placement is in Sagittarius. However, a lot of other planets are going to be moving forward during the month of December. So that will add to the energy. They've been retrograde and now they're moving forward. Equally, on the 22nd in the Northern Hemisphere, we have the winter solstice. So once again, that's another energy shift. It's the rebirth of the sun, and it's a new beginning. And we are then called to look on the past year, what we've achieved, what we'd like to do differently, and rebirth into the new year with that new energy. So the pagan interpretation of this December time is about rebirth, and the Christian theme is also about rebirth. So I'd like you to really think about this during this period, particularly as we go towards the full moon. And the theme of the Sabian symbol theme really does match where we're at the moment, and I will read it to you. And the cryptic theme is a child and a dog with borrowed eyeglasses, which makes no sense at all in today's world. But the interpretation of that is the image of a child and a dog with borrowed eyeglasses alludes to borrowed perspective, or an attempt to see things more clearly and experience the world through the eyes of others. Thus, it symbolises curiosity, role play, and a desire for personal growth and higher knowledge. Ultimately, each person creates his reality through his own unique mode of perception and then acts out of it. At its highest, this symbol represents resourcefulness in using every possible means to find new opportunity. And your greatest advantage lies in obtaining the experience you need to get to the position you want, taking one step at a time. And the energy of this new moon is about ambition. It is about optimism and enthusiasm, but it's also about being realistic and objective. And this is quite a challenge in today's world, because if we're looking at the message from social media, the main message is anyone can be successful and you can do it in a quantum leap. But that really isn't the truth, particularly when it comes to personal development. So once again, I applaud all of you who turn up every month and join with us, so that it's not for our own personal development, but our vibration and our frequency affects our communities and possibly beyond that. So, having said all that, we're going to begin this evening. So make yourself comfortable, lying down, sitting, whatever you are comfortable with, and make sure you have a drink, you have something warm to put round you. It's quite cold this evening. Have your incense, essential oils, whatever you need to create that particular ambience. So we will begin with our mental clearing, with our breathing. And remember, we're taking a deep breath in, holding at the top just for a few seconds, and then as you release, just dissolve all the conversations you've had during the day, interactions, the busyness of the day or the week dissolves with every breath. So continue with that breathing rhythm. In and release. And continue being aware of any shopping lists of things to do you have cramming your mind. Just let them go, dissolve them, just for this moment in time. And as you're breathing through those thoughts, those experiences, just be aware of some things that you are grateful for, so that you're not focusing on anything that's negative. Remember, this is not about being judgmental. It's about observation and dissolving that which is not useful to you. Try to tune into the subtle frequencies of the crystal bowls as they increase. And now we're going to do our body scan. So I'd like you to take your attention to your crown and visualize a small opening in your crown, into which you will be pouring a crystalline vapor of golden colour. The vapor enters your skull, feeding and filling every cavity with a clear, healing frequency. It travels down your neck, shoulders and arms to your fingertips. Just be aware of any blockages you experience on the way, which are dissolved by the vapor. Take the vapor down into the chest cavity, increasing the frequency of the organs in the chest, the heart, the lungs. Seeping through the bones and the muscle tissue. The vapour travels down to the abdomen. Focus on the digestive organs. Down to the pelvic cavity. Pay particular attention to the reproductive organs, the urinary tract, spending time to detect any blockages that need to be healed by the frequency of the vapour, the crystalline vapour. Follow the vapour down to the hip bones, the hip joints, all the way down the thighs, the knees, down to the ankles, and all the tiny bones and muscles in the feet. And now I want you to scan your body and see that this golden vapour begins to radiate through your skin, and you have a golden aura around your whole body. Feel the subtle frequency. Look at every part of your body and be pleased at its health. Feel joy as you look at your body. Even if you are suffering from any health condition, put that positive intention into your body, giving gratitude for your body supporting you through your life. Seal the vapour in by sealing your crown. And know this energy will be carried forward with you. Now we're going to start on our journey. See yourself standing outside in an open landscape. In front of you appears a crystalline, golden crystalline pathway. It is not opaque, it is crystalline. Take off your shoes and begin to walk on the path. And as you walk on the path, the new frequency in your body begins to connect with the frequency of the crystalline path. And just become familiar with that new feeling going through your body. And As you walk along the path, you see your grove of trees ahead, and you walk forward with enthusiasm. You stand at the opening of the grove and you ask permission to enter. And the trees are delighted to see you. They welcome you in with their branches and their leaves. And you acknowledge each tree in turn for their wisdom, for their knowledge, and for the healing energy they bring. And today you're going to choose the holly tree. It has grown very, very tall and lush. The leaves are very shiny and the berries are very red. Go up to the tree. Ask permission to sit at the base of the tree with your back against the tree. And just merge your energy with the tree without any pressure, without an agenda, and just experience being with the tree. Being open to receive any messages, any experience that might be given to you. Stand up, face the tree, and give thanks for that experience. And you feel stronger for being with this tree because this tree bestows courage. Walk towards the exit of the grove on the path, and as you come out, you see the path is leading you to the plateau. You look down into the valley and you observe the many waterfalls coming from higher ground, going into the valley, pooling into a large lake. In the center of the lake, you can see that there are 6 golden crystal pillars in the center of the lake. You walk down the steps with ease and excitement. You walk to the shore of the lake. You walk into the water. Walk closer to the crystal pillars and just scoop some water in your hand and drink some of the water. which immediately energizes you. It awakens your mind. As you look into the water, you see small atoms of gold glittering. Each atom carrying memory, memory of creation. You sink into the water, submerging yourself completely in the water, just absorbing the energy from the water. You are able to breathe under the water. The water supports you totally. And just observe the experiences in your body, images that might float through. And then as you raise yourself from the water, you see the shoreline has become crystal, golden crystal. And as you walk to the shore, you see people coming towards you. Beautiful people of every race, religion, culture, of all the countries of the world, but they have a golden aura around them. They have joy on their face. They have an inner wisdom, an inner confidence that is without aggression. And they welcome you into their community. And as you're greeted by each person, young and old, you feel their energy is just feeding you with love and wanting you to be happy, wanting you to succeed. Every process within them is positive. And this begins to build up into your body at a point where you feel as if you are overwhelmed with the amount of energy that you're receiving. And they invite you to come back to their community often. They love having you there. They love teaching you how to be like them. And now it's time for you to return. And you walk up the stairs, and at the top you turn round, look down, and you give thanks for the valley, for the water, for the crystal pillars, and for the people. They wave to you. The crystal path leads you back into the grove of trees. You have a very different vibration now, and the trees acknowledge that. You thank each of them as you walk through. And you turn one last time to thank all of them for the knowledge that they've given you. You walk back onto the crystal path, and as you walk you feel the energy begin to build in your chest, The vibration from the golden crystal begins to break through your body and begin to be broadcast wider and wider to your close community, your family, your friends, to the wider community. And you see how this golden crystalline energy touches each one, and each one reacts to a greater or lesser degree. And as the energy from this golden crystal frequency expands, it gets greater, it increases in momentum, and it crosses all countries. There are no barriers. It goes across all of the seas, all of the oceans, all the bodies of water, till the whole of the planet is embraced in the frequency from this golden crystal, which has the effect of recalibrating the planet, bringing it back into balance. And just spend some moments experiencing what that feels like to share this healing frequency. And now come to the end of the crystal path. Thank the crystal path for this journey. Step off the path and put on your shoes. And just begin to take some deep breaths. Slowly opening your eyes, touching whatever is underneath you or beside you, experiencing the textures, bringing your consciousness back into your room. And if you prefer, gently sit up, have a sip of water or tea. And there we have the final journey of the year, which I hope you all enjoyed. And I'd like to wish you all a wonderful Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful break, enjoy the festivities, and I wish you all many blessings for the coming year, and look forward to seeing you at the first new moon gathering of 2024 in January. So good night for now. Bye.